afternoon, everyone. How are you today? Great. Today we continue with Unit 8, New Ways to Learn, Lesson 3, Reading. To start the lesson today, we have a warm-up activity. It's called the guessing game. Let me explain the rules. There are 3 sets of pictures, 3 pictures in a set. If one team gets the correct answer after the first picture, you will get 3 points. And if you guess the correct answer after the second picture, you'll get 2 points. And if you get the correct answer after the third picture, you will get 1 point. The team with more points will be the winner. So now, I will divide our class into 2 teams, Team A and Team B. Are you ready? Yes, we come to set 1. The first picture. Okay, MINH. Yes, what's your answer? Wow, you said it? It is online learning. What can you see in the picture? Yes, you can see a microphone and a pair of headphones. Now, let's open the second and the third picture of this set. Yes, you can see a laptop, tablet, and smartphones, and very popular application, Zoom and Teams, and we use them in online learning. Congratulations, you get 3 points. Okay. Let's move on to the next set, set number 2. Picture 1. Oh, you don't get the answer after picture 1? Now, let's come to picture 2. Ah, I see mine from group 2. Can you? Okay, can you stand up? What's your answer? Ah, yes, your answer is self-study. Let's open the last one. Yes, correct. Congratulations. So you got 2 points. Okay. We come to set 3. Let's open the first picture. Wow, you are very quick, both groups. I cannot identify who is faster. So I will count 1, 2, 3 again, and please raise your hand and say bingo. 1, 2, 3. Group 1. MINH, please. Okay. What's your answer? Yeah? Face-to-face learning. Let's look at the rest. Picture 2 and picture 3. Congratulations. That's the correct answer. We have face-to-face learning. It's set number 3. So, 3 more points for group 1. And congratulations, group 1, you got 6 points and you are the winner today. And group 2, you also did a really good job. Thank you so much. Okay. So we can see that there are many different ways of learning, such as face-to-face learning or online learning. And it's what we are going to learn today. We come to the first part, pre-reading. Okay, so now please pay attention to the screen. Look at task 1. I would like you to look at the photos and answer the following questions. Question 1. Where is the girl in picture A? Link, please. Yes, she is at home, or you can say she is sitting in front of the computer. Okay. Question 2. Question 2. What can you see on her screen? MINH, please. Okay, you can see a tutor or a teacher on her screen. Very good. And question number 3. Question number 3, how is she learning? the types of learning that she is doing. Okay, Bình, please. Yes, she is learning online. Okay, now pay attention to the picture B. Now pay attention to picture B. Now, where are they? Can you tell me where are they? Yes, Minh, please. Yes, they are in the classroom, okay, or they are at school. Very good. The next one, are they facing the teacher? Or you can say, are they taught in person? Are they facing the teacher? Yes, okay. Yes, they are. There is a male teacher over there, right? And what's the type of learning is this? Okay, so we have traditional learning or face-to-face learning. Good job. And the next one, so have you experienced both types of learning? Yes, you have experienced both online learning and face-to-face learning. Really good. In reality, we have been familiar with both types of learning, and today we are going to read about some opinions about these types of learning. We come to the next part. Before we read, let's learn some vocabulary that may help you find it easier to understand the content of the reading passage. We have the word number 1. We have the first word. Let's listen and repeat.
Distraction.
Again.
Distraction.
We have the first word, distraction. You can look at the picture over there. There is a teacher who is giving lessons, maybe geography lesson, and are the students paying attention? No, they are paying attention to the bird in the window. So the bird can be a distraction here. So we have the meaning. Distraction means something that prevents someone from giving their attention to something else. Mình có thể hiểu đó là sự sao nhãng. Okay. The next word. Listen and repeat.
Strategy.
Again.
Strategy.
Okay, we have the noun strategy. It means a way of doing something or dealing with something. For example, we often have the phrases like learning strategy or marketing strategy. Ok, chúng ta sẽ có nghĩa tiếng Việt của nó là gì ạ? Yes, chiến lược. Ok. And the next word. Listen and repeat.
Exchange.
Again, please.
Exchange.
Okay, we have the verb exchange. Pay attention, the stress falls on the second syllable for a verb. We have the second syllable stress. Exchange. For example, I give you something and you give me something back. That means we are exchanging. Okay. Yes. To give something to someone and receive something from that person. Okay. Mình có thể hiểu đó là trao đổi, phải không nhỉ? Again, have a look at the list of new words and write down on your notebook. I hope that you can understand the meanings as well as know the pronunciations of the words here. Now, let's come to the next task. Now, have a look at task 2 on page 89 of your student book. Who can read aloud the instruction for me? Lan, please. Okay, very good. Can you tell me, to deal with this task, which reading skill do you need to use? Reading for main ideas or reading for specific information? Yes, we need to use the skill of reading for main ideas. Okay, so now have a look at the following task. Now, I'd like you to work in pairs and fill in the blanks with suitable words or phrases to complete the steps of finding the main ideas of a passage. I'll give you 2 minutes to do this. Work in pairs. Okay. Have you finished? Okay, let's check together one by one. How to find the main idea of a passage? We need, number 1, let's see. Yes, identify the topic. What's number 2? Can you, Minh? Yes? Okay, good. Number 2, we have summarize the passage in your own words. How about number 3? Who can tell me? Hoa, please. Yes, check the first and last sentences to get the general ideas of the passage. Okay. And the last one, number 4, we have look for the repetition of ideas. Okay, so we come to our main task. Look at task 2. In this task, you are going to read the text for the first time and what are the 2 sentences. Now have a look at task 2. You are going to read the text for the first time, and what you have to do is to identify what are the 2 students talking about. You need to choose among the 3 options. A, ways of helping students. B, ways of learning. And C, how to enjoy learning. Okay, so 2 minutes for you to read. Okay, so have you finished? Okay, Lan, can you tell me what's your answer for this exercise? Yes, your answer is B. Okay, can you explain why? Why do you know that this is ways of learning, not A, not C? Yes. Yes, good. Okay, so from what we have learned, first of all, you need to read the first and the second. From what we have learned, you need to read the first and the last sentence of the passage. It can help us to know the main content of the passage. Yes, we can see. I think face-to-face learning is better than online learning. Or I think online learning has more advantages than disadvantages. So you can think that, this will be something related to the advantages and disadvantages of 2 types of learning. So it cannot be A, ways of helping students, or how to enjoy learning. In addition, you can see there are many repeated phrases. For example, face-to-face learning, online classes, traditional class, many other ways of expression, right? So the answer is B, ways of learning. Do you have the same answer? Yes, good job. Okay. In the lesson today, in addition to reading for main ideas, we also practice another important skill, which is reading for specific information. Before we do the next exercise, I'd like to before we move on the next exercise, let's do the following task. Yes. Now, I'd like you to work individually and reorder the step of reading for specific information. There are 4 steps. Now, reorder to make the correct one. Okay. 2 minutes for you. Okay, it's quite easy, right? So, okay, it's quite easy, right? So, let's check. Okay, yes. To read for specific information, first of all, you need to read the instruction really carefully. Next, underline the keywords in the questions. After that, Remember to read the passage and scan for keywords or synonyms or paraphrase expressions. And last but not least, remember to compare and decide the answer again. Okay, so now let's practice by doing task 3 on page 90 of your student book. In this task, I'd like you to work in pairs. Decide who mentions the following by putting a tick in the correct box. Okay, identify who says what by putting the tick. Are you clear? Okay, so 3 minutes for you to do this task. Okay, the time is over. Now, let's check together. We have a game. Do you want to play a game? Yes, we will have a game called the magic box. Okay, here I have a magic box. And in this magic box, there will be 6 cards corresponding to 6 questions. Okay, and each group will send a member here, pick a card and answer the questions inside it. Okay, remember to explain your answer. Okay, we have question number 1. Who thinks that online learning isn't as good as face-to-face learning? And your answer is Kim. Okay, now why is this Kim? Where can you find the information in the text? Let's look at the text again. Yes, you can see right in the beginning we have I think face-to-face learning is better than online learning. That is Kim's saying. So Kim is the correct answer. Do you agree? Okay. The second one. Now, this person gains the same knowledge in both ways of learning. And you have the answer is Laura. Very good. Now, can you explain why is it Laura? Yes. Now, let's look at the text. Yes, you can see in line number 7, Laura says, I think I learn online as much as I learn in a traditional class. So, this person gains the same knowledge in both ways. Okay. Let's move back. Question number 3. This person has more direct conversations and discussions. Of course, it is Kim. Okay. Now, let's see why we choose Kim. Yes, you can see in the first sentence, because I can communicate with teachers and other classmates immediately and directly when I have questions. Yes, so pay attention to the keyword directly. Okay, but this person has more direct conversations. Yes, good job. Question number 4. This person uses emails to contact classmates. Now pay attention to the keyword emails. Okay, look at the text. This sentence is said by Laura. Now let's look at the text. Again. Okay, you can find the information here. Laura says, I can't talk to my teachers and classmates, but I can email them at any time. So she can email her teachers and classmates at any time. So number 4 is Laura. Number 5. Now, this person can pay more attention in class. Pay attention to the keyword pay more attention. And this is said by Kim, correct? Yes, let's look back. Okay, here you can look at the sentence. My teachers have many strategies to keep us focused on the lesson. Here, they do not say directly or exactly the same as the question. In the question, they say pay more attention, but in the text, they say my teachers have many strategies to keep us focused. So they are similar to each other. So Kim is a person who says this sentence. Okay. And the last one, this person needs to have access to high-speed internet. The key word here is high-speed internet. And you can find this information in Laura's saying. Now, let's look again. Laura says, the only disadvantage is I really need to have a fast internet connection. Yes, so you can find the information. The key information is fast internet connection. Okay, so in the two previous tasks, you have practiced the two important reading skills, which are reading for main ideas and reading for specific informations. Now, we come to the next part. You are going to have a discussion. So now we come to the next part, discussion. Suppose that you are the students who are taking part in a forum about educational innovations. The topic of the forum this year is face-to-face learning or online learning. I'd like you to raise your voice and express your personal viewpoints. Now, work in groups and discuss. You have 4 minutes to discuss. You may refer to some useful expressions when you speak. These are the expressions about disadvantages and advantages of something, how to express. Okay, time's up, everyone. Okay, time for discussion is over. When I walk around the class, I can hear many interesting arguments by your groups. Now, I would like to hear some ideas from one group. Who volunteers? Group 2? Yes? Ha-Linh? Yes, you will be the representative. Please come here. Okay. Everybody, please give her a big applause. Okay. Now, Ha-Linh, please.
Over the years, the improvement of technology have transformed human learning and teaching methodology. While reformers argue that online courses will become dominant over in-person classes, traditionalists believe conventional courses will continue playing a vital role in education system. In my opinion, each approach has its own distinctive benefit. However, I support the latter. On the one hand, online learning has become more and more common, and now with the coronavirus pandemic, as people are having to stay at home, it has become more important than ever. Well, the most obvious and significant benefit of online learning is convenience. Students are able to access the training whenever they want and learn at their own pace. Another advantage is the cost effectiveness, which may help reduce the financial burden imposed on students living in underprivileged areas. On the other hand, I hold the belief that traditional education is irreplaceable thanks to the following pros. First, this method of education has the benefit of easily checking both progress and backwardness, which acts as an effective motivator for students, especially those who are in lack of personal responsibility and self-discipline. Second, it is undeniable that via in-person lessons, conversations, and reasoning, face-to-face learning helps foster peers and teacher interactions. In addition, another plus point of studying at school is that teachers can exactly control and examine the understanding level of their student. Consequently, it is easy for teachers to change their teaching ways as well as their curriculums to be suitable for students. In conclusion, with obvious advantage it brings, e-learning would become an indispensable supplement in teaching and learning. However, from my perspective, the traditional class is better than the online in education.
Yes, thank you so much, Ha-Linh. Okay, everybody, do you want to give any comments on her performance? Yes, really good. Really interesting. Good speaking. Okay. We can see that in her presentation, she mentions both ways of learning, online learning and face-to-face learning. And she supports face-to-face learning with a lot of examples and evidence, right? And that's a good way. we can see that in her presentation, she mentions both types of learning, face-to-face learning and online learning, which makes her presentation, which makes her arguments really strong. And that's what we can learn from her presentation. Moreover, we can see that her fluency and her pronunciation is good, right? So I think that you deserve mark 10 for your efforts in this task. Now let's have a look at what we learned today again. For the homework, at home, remember to do the exercise on your workbook and prepare for the next lesson. We come to the end of the lesson today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye.